Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps, and we are in Shapez2. Look at the overall size of what we've got going on. All the way down here to all the way up here. It's a pretty good spread. You know, it's not a ton, but we're happily cruising along here, I think. And getting more operator shapes delivered. These guys are starting to come in and starting to feed in right here. You can see our purples are going. And let's just do a quick check-in over to there. Yep, see, they just started in. So, yeah, the next thing is after all those purples go in, then we are going to make the purples white by doing stuff we've already set up down here. Right, because we're going to bring our little paint mixer and plop it in right over here. Actually, no, you know what? Let's bring it out here. Boing, boing. There we go. That will work better. So and at that point too, we'll fix this. No, you know what? Let's do it now. It bugs me. So all we'll have to do is delete, and copy paste this module into here, and then all of a sudden we're creating white to cruise along and start painting these guys. And in fact, I mean, there's so many in here. And we just took another batch of 3. Each of these, according to our upgrades, is 2,700. There's 2,700 right here. So let's say 3,000. And we had, although it's a little shy of 3,000, so I think we need one more full batch here. And then we will need just basically one more block, but of course they're coming in 3s. So I'm going to let that run a little bit longer. I see this just finished. So let's go finish that guy off. Oops, right here. And what we're going to do is we just need to color those squares green. These squares here. Alright, and look at that, there's like no green. There's green way up here. So there's some green here. Is there enough? Yes, there is enough. Okay. I'm going to cut that. Excellent. And I'm going to put in a fluid block here. And let's do an unloader, shape unloader. Oops. There. And then a shape loader here. So it's going to unload circles this way. Was it 2? Oh, I just had 1. And gonna delete that whole. There might be a better or easier way to delete trains, but I do not know it. Alright, we only had 1 here too. Okay, so we've got shapes coming in, and let's. Hello. Yikes. Did not mean to do that. Okay. And we'll get them to come down right here. And let's see here, that is painting on, is it on the right? There we go, that works. Okay, so that's going to give us green squares. Those are going to come up here. So that's done. So that's going to start, that'll start kicking in, and we can just delete those. And all those too. Okay, then this is going to start getting filled up with the top shape, and then the bottom shape will go in. Okay, so last episode we finished off this milestone shape, and that's going to be cruising. As soon as we do convert it, we pretty much finished it off. But one of the things I said we were going to do is spend some points, because we've got 141 points to spend. So we can go a little wild. And I think let's just do this. Boom, 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 and boom. We are all set for wires now, which is exciting. Wow, we could just do our big foundation here. Or we could do 60. We could upgrade all that stuff. We could even upgrade painting. We could upgrade all of those. We could upgrade train capacity. Oh my goodness, I'm a little. You know what? Let's do train capacity. I'm gonna hold off on this one. But I mean, we're getting these points. So look, now each of these ones that we do, we're getting 10 research points. So we're getting into a point here, and look at that. Doing that one didn't even bump up our worldwide score. So, but it gave us 10 points. So we are gaining those points like crazy now. We're gaining them quicker and quicker. And with each of these shapes that we create and just set free and let them keep going, you know, we're good. And look at this. This is already 8,000. It is time. I'm gonna convert this to our white paint. And we are going to be set for that. So combining purple and green should make white, I'm hoping. There we are. Ta-da! Yay. And I'm going to just go ahead and zero out all of that ink there. So this will be the last of our purple coming in. And yeah, see that right there? That is more than enough. Zeroing all of this. And in fact, zeroing all of this. Yes, that too. Okay. Alright, so no more purple is coming in. And what we're going to do is we're going to connect that, oops. And then, yeah, this is done too. And connecting that. So this is bottom, yep, bottom, and this is top. So again, these are going to be the white, and they are going opposite of the gray. So that's going to be perfect. It's going to keep running these guys in. That's fine. Boink. We can kill off all that. And then I think actually, you know what I'm going to do though? I'm going to run this to up there. That way we can get rid of the back, the last cars here. and be set. Okay, so that is that shape done. Now it's just going to need to deliver how many? Oh, I don't know, 60,000. Oh my goodness. And then after that, once that's done, we are going to be into crystals, which I will tell you, being completely honest, Gramps here, I have not done anything with crystals yet. So I've done absolutely zero with crystals, and this one is just about done. Done. Excellent. Okay, and look at that. We've got our white spikies coming up here. Perfect. That's what we want. Okay, that's in auto mode. And what is going on with our... Yep, we've got these guys are starting to roll in now. So that's getting close. So I think... So we still have points to spend. Look at this. We're back up to 76 points. Like I said, these operator shapes are cruising. We're going to have this one soon, and this one a little bit after those. Alright, we are maxed out on train capacity. We can do this 1, 2, and 3. Those are the 3 you want to do all kind of synced up together. And we're down to 16. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do our bent stacker. It's a little faster. So if we wanted to use the bent stacker, let me show you this. Here's our normal sort of one layer stacker. Okay. So it brings stuff in, boom. Not bad, you know. Just these stackers require 6 each. So if I were to recreate this with the bent stacker, here's the way I would do it. Okay. So, this way. Alright, bent stacker. So you can see that this only requires 4. Alright? So you think, oh, that's a huge savings. But it really isn't, because what you end up doing is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So we've got 4, and that's in the same space, actually in a bigger space than 6. So these guys are not great. And then you do this, and you do that, right? And then you'll do the same on the top level. You'll have basically this. So you have that. That's basically it. You know, it's not, doesn't really save space. So, you know, they're not super helpful. Now, what you can do, you can do this. Sorry, as I'm looking at it. Right. So this is going to save some space if you alternate them. Okay, that's a little bit smaller, right? Is it? It's the same size. So, just not a huge savings. Now, there might be another way that I'm not seeing to position these guys, but that's kind of it. So you would take this and you'd duplicate it, boom, 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 and you know, flip them and make them pretty and all that stuff. Here, if we do this, yeah, I mean, we could do that, but again, it's not going to be a huge savings. I guess, here, wait, alright, I'm just sort of iterating this as I go. Well, if we took this and scooched it in like so, and get rid of that. So technically that is not as tall, but it's much wider. But that's not a bad build there. Could do that. That's pretty tight, literally. So, okay, I can see that. And then you take that, and will this? Oh, but see, that's not going to go. You're not going to be able to do 4 across. So you'd have to do, say, that. Then, you could do it like so. And have another one be right here. Oh, maybe you could do them like this. And then flip it good. Alright, then this comes out here. This comes out here. There and there, and then these guys come in like so. So, yeah, again, certainly could. I just don't know that it's a huge savings in space, because, again, you get so much wider. So instead of being 3 squares wide, you're 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares wide. So, anyway, just a different way to play the game. Not better, not worse. And we've got, look at this, 1, 2, 3. See what I mean? You get to a point where those points are rolling in. Now it's going to be a ways before we get more. This is 17,000 out of 78,000. Alright, so yeah, it's going to be a little slow before we get our next one. This is going to require 150 to do the final upgrade to belts, cutting, and stacking. 30 points will get us our upgrade to point painting, final upgrade. 30 points will get us our final upgrade to train speed. Then over here it's just foundations, different sizes of foundations. This one is going to be good for our MAM eventually. Again, fluid tank, I think I haven't found a great use for those yet. So I'm not really commenting on those. Trains, different color trains, great. Those are useful. The filler wagon used to be space out other wagons. I haven't found a great use on that yet. The train vortex delivery, I haven't used, but I see the value of that. And anyway, so these guys, I just wanted to show you those, and boom, we are done with that. So that whole chain can go. Let's get rid of the ones that we've done. The ones that we've done. I guess let's take some time and let's get one of these going. This one's pretty easy. We've got single spikes turning into double spikes, turning into double spikes. With that, it's all still flat, no pins. Then that shape on a uncolored square, and that on this. So we've got spikes, and then circles, and then squares. And red and green are the only colors we need. I think that looks, that's sort of similar to this group that we've been working on up here. So Where was that? Where did I have that? Oh, okay, here we go. It's all right here. Okay. Yeah. These guys. So we've got green and there's some red. But do we have... Where's some spikies? We got spikies over here. Squares here that we're already using. Alright. And it's green squares at the end. Which is cool. So we just need red and spikes. So we are going to start off right here. I think I'm going to let that just grow. I'm going to cut that off. So it's no longer getting these shapes in. And I'm just going to cut things off there. Alright. You can see too, we've got almost 9,000 platform units that we can use out of our total of 13.8 thousand. So, there's a lot. I'm going to just let those keep stockpiling up. This I'm not going to worry about yet. Alright, so let's get a shape. Minor block. And I'm going to take those and I'm going to... Let's grab this. Right there, and then whoop, bring it under line. Right under the train there. And this is a right painter. Is that it? Yeah. Perfect. So I'm going to paint these full and just be good with that. And then I'm going to do a raw checker of them, because that's what's going to be needed for the second stage. But then for this first stage, I'm going to add a half destroy. So that gives us that. Okay. Alright, now eventually I'm going to combine that with a circle checker. Do we have any circle up here? Those are delivering here. Oh, then that's for part of this build that we're not even using. Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to cut that whole thing off. Boink. Goodbye. And this is delivering two things of circles. And down here is where I will cut it. Okay. So, don't need that right now, but then right here is where I will deliver from. And so I'm going to do a shape loader. And let's do one for now. And back that up. So we can do two if we need. Okay, now those are coming down here and delivering. just going to delete it because we don't need it. So shape unloader. Then I just need that to run straight in. Okay. Yes, this. All right. Perfect. So that's going to bring these guys in. And remember, we're each of these deliveries is 1,080 now, right? So oh, yes, each one, if you show completed, capacity 1,080. Okay, so once we get one batch of these, then we are golden. So once we do that, then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to remove the half destroy. And so that'll deliver the next batch, which is just the checker, this guy. Then I'm going to combine it with these. So let's get that going. Get the stop, and then the shape unloader. And I'm just going to take one batch of those. We don't need the whole thing. And this is our little checkerboard. Raw checkers, as I call it. So that's going to make raw checkers of circles. But which direction? We want it to be upper left to lower right. Upper left to lower right? Is that? Nope, nope. Okay, when you look at it, northbound. Okay, so that's fine. We just need to give it a quarter rotate. Done. So those are cruising along. And when we do match those up, it doesn't matter, top or bottom. It does not matter. So I'm going to do this. And then we'll have our triple stacker. And this will route into the triple stacker. Did it grab a batch? No. Oh, yes, it did. And those are delivering. Okay, so we are done with those. And I'm going to delete that. Okay, so now we've got these full shapes. And we're going to feed those in. Okay. So those are going. And then after those two combine, we're going to want to combine them with the plane squares. So what we can do, and we've got all those for the green squares. So I'm going to bring it in here like this. Nope. I'm going to bring it in here. Up here. And then an unload. So you can see this is going to be the raw uncolored squares. And they're going to be on the bottom. So So I'm going to bring these and loop them up here. Once we have this shape delivered, which again is just going to be 2 little batches. These ones are delivering so quickly now. Yeah, so as soon as that's one. Alright, operator, we're at 20%. 19. Look at that. Excellent. It's already up to 64 research points. You can see this is when it starts going cuckoo nutty, which is great. Oh, there we are. Okay, so this is the next one. So that's windmill, circle with red, and then squares, blue. Alright. So let's find a windmill. A complete windmill shape is hard to find. It exists. Back in Shapez, the original, that was the one shape you could never find as a complete shape, like, you know, a complete square. You just couldn't find it. So here's a double way out here. I'd like to find something a little closer. You know, for the little task shapes, I like to look close. Just because, yeah, I don't want to set up a whole infrastructure for them when they're gonna get completely nuked. And right here is what we've got. Boom. Okay. So we can do this a little bit differently. We don't need to make a double and then, you know, do our normal raw checker from it. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to give it a quarter turn. 3 level, rotate quarter. And what does that do? That ends up with them on the bottom. Now I'm going to do a half cut. Cut, not a destroy. So that gives us, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Woink. I need to make a new blueprint. I need to make a new blueprint. So I need to make a blueprint that basically does this, but then and leaves the shapes separate. Like, it doesn't need to rotate them all in the same direction. So it needs to take it and just separate them. So we get one batch on the left, one batch on the right. The problem, of course, is how to output. So we could output it, you know, through here and here, because in theory we would end up with 4 belts of each. So let's do that first. Let's get this. Still 19%. Okay. So, boom. And I'm going to, not that. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to delete all of that. Yes. Okay. So I've deleted the top 2 levels. Okay. So, what we want to do, I'm going to hold off on that. So that's a trick, though, is that we're going to want to use different layers, I think. I'm just going to remove all of that. Okay, so in this case, too, we don't need to rotate anything. We can do rotations after the fact. So if we were to bring this and then bring it up 1, Then the underneath comes down like so. And the upper one is like so. Okay. So that's fine on this level, but then on the next level it's got to be separated out. And then on the top level, that's not going to work at all. So what needs to happen is not this. We have to jump. Okay. So, can we take this and duplicate it? That's the question. It's not going to fit in there. We could do that. Where it comes in and does that, but then somehow has to float around. I don't know. Alright, let's do this, and we will spin it around a bit. So that would be the second one. And this would be a third one. Although we can't really do it there, can we? I think we need to go to a larger platform. Is what I think. And we've got our 2x2. So, let's do this. Bring all of you over here. Or let's do it here. And we're going to call it cut and separate. And apparently you cannot use an ampersand. Did I? Yeah. Is that right? Oh my god. My life without autocorrect is just not what I wanted. Boom, boom, and boom. Yeah, I mean, geez, we can do the whole thing. Ah, you know what? We could do this in a... Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay. There we go. That does it. So this cuts and separates, and we can have one come out this side and one come out that side. Man, I hate using all this real estate for this. Also, we can do this. And this. So, alright, that is a 2. That fits into this. Oops. Yeah, that'll fit into this. I am pretty darn sure. Yes. Now, can I get this working? I don't think I can. I could... Oh, yeah, I can. Get all those taken care of. No, I can't. Okay, we could do this. Comes this way. Oops. Helps if you don't hit the right mouse button. But I don't think we can do all these. I guess we could do a crazy amount of belt weaving with jumpers. Because this can come down like so. Like that, but that doesn't help. So we can't get anything else out here. In theory, these guys, can do something like this. Like they could come together and come inside and go like that. I'm not sure that helps us. Okay. Wait. Oops. Alright, watch this. We could take this guy and move him up to here, which gives us room. We can similarly take this guy, move him up here. Oh, alright. We will be back. Where are you? Okay. We're going to come back to you. And clear that out. And we're doing a stack. So we need a triple stacker. We don't care about the directions, and we're doing that. And that will make this shape. Okay, look at that. It's already there. Oops. There we are. Okay, so so this helps us just sort of, combine things. So, does that make it work better, though, is the question. So we could do that. Feeds in there. Then we can do this. Oops. That feeds in there. And we can do this. Can we do a jump? Nope, we cannot. Alright, so that gets us one out. And this is our other. Again, can't really do that there. I'm gonna bring this guy out this way. And I'm just gonna jump it there. And we could jump this here. Alright. Sorry, this is taking longer than I would have hoped. We can do that. Alright, so that gets us these two. Is it pretty? No. Does it look cool? Heck yeah. Look at this. This is golden. Boing, boing. We are good. Are you following this? That gets us two separated shapes. Let's see. So this is bottom left. That's bottom right. We are good to go. All right, let's level it up. Boom. Excellent. I do it that way, then I don't have to delete all the extra labels. Save, cut, and separate. I've got to actually look up that stupid word. All right, I will correct the spelling if it's wrong. All right, gang, we are good to go. Episodes already run crazy long, but I think this is a good blueprint. And so basically what we're going to do is take this and that. We need a, one of these needs a quarter spin counterclockwise. And I think our rotate quarter rotates it clockwise. So yeah, bottom left, say that. So yeah, that's gonna not work. So I'm going to have to make a new blueprint, and I'm gonna have to separate these. So this will be quarter spin clockwise, and then quarter spin counterclockwise. And actually we want to delete that because we want the full 3 level. Okay. We will get on that next time. We'll get finished up with this milestone, and we will get into crystals. And we're in top 18% worldwide. This shape has just started delivering, so that means that one is done, because that is going to be all of the ones we need for that. So I'm going to. Oh wait, no, but we'll keep delivering it, because then the next ones are going to come in and will match up there. So once these mostly deliver, then I can take the rest and reroute them up this way. Okay, thank you all for joining so much. This is Gramps. If you're enjoying this, toss me a like and subscribe. I apologize for my poor spelling there if I indeed did spell separate incorrectly, which I'm pretty sure I did. I promise I'm normally a good speller. All right, thank you so much. We will catch you next time. Look at that, we're done there. This is Gramps, signing off.